Well, Thanksgiving is a time to give thanks for the blessings in your life and to bring family together and share in tradition. Having extended family all gathered around the dinner table provides the best and perfect opportunity to take the first steps into discovering your family's history. Joining us this morning, Yvette Meneses Corcoran, author and of When the Cypress Whispers and spokesperson for MyHeritage.com. And I tell you what, Yvette, I've seen the commercials from MyHeritage.com and they are incredible. Some folks are really connecting with their past and their background, aren't they?
Yeah, it's amazing. I have to tell you, I would agree with you. It is pretty incredible. I first discovered MyHeritage.com when I was sitting in my kitchen in my pajamas, sipping coffee at 7 a.m. And by plugging a name into the database, it helped me unlock a family secret that had been kept hidden for 70 years. So I'm with you. It's just amazing what goes on there.
So that's a lot that what inspired you to write When the Cypress Whispers, and what other things inspired you to write that?
Well, When the Cypress Whispers is a novel inspired by my family and our Greek-American history. It's also inspired very much by my grandmother's life, where during World War II, she was one of a group of islanders on our little tiny island who risked their lives to help hide and save a family of Jews from the Nazis. So that story is very much the heart and soul and inspiration of the book.
So you began this search really in your pajamas in the kitchen table, typing this on the computer. And how long did it take you to write the book, and how did actually MyHeritage help you out as well?
Sure. Well, the book took me about 6 years to write, and the research for the book was just, digging back into my family's stories and asking relatives about what they remembered and turning that into a fictionalized account. But what happened afterwards, after I finished the book, I realized I didn't want to just finish a book. I wanted to finish telling my grandmother's story. I wanted to find this family that she risked her life to save, and that took years and years. I searched for probably about 7 or 8 years trying to find them, and it wasn't until that morning, as I sat in my pajamas, when I plugged in one name into MyHeritage.com. Within 5 minutes, I was staring at the family tree of these people. Every branch was the name of these girls that I had been searching for, and within a half an hour, I was in communication with the family. It was really just incredible.
So you take 6 years, 5 to 6 years that you tried to research and find out all this information. You go to MyHeritage.com and they do it in about 5 to 6 minutes. Is that right?
That is right. That is no joke, and that is the God's honest truth. I mean, it was really incredible. When I looked down and I saw these names, I honestly thought that I was hallucinating and needed to pour more coffee immediately. I did not believe this actually could be happening, and I didn't think it was accurate. And then I was in communication. I emailed the person who actually maintained the family tree, and he said, yes, this is actually my family. It was unbelievable. I wish I had cameras rolling at that moment. It was really something special.
And you probably didn't need that extra cup of coffee, because I'm sure your adrenaline was just like flying off the counters with all this information coming out. How great is that MyHeritage.com can provide so much information in such a short period of time for folks as yourself trying to get that information about their heritage?
Well, the really cool thing is not only did it provide the answers that I had been searching for my own family, but also it unlocked the mystery of another family. I wrote a book about my family's history, but working with MyHeritage and what we uncovered, we rewrote the history of another family. When I reached out to the family that we found and said, look at this, our grandmothers were friends during the war. My grandmother risked her life to help yours. They had no idea what I was talking about. Like many Holocaust survivors, their mothers never spoke of the war. So that one little name that I plugged into that one database unlocked this mystery and connected these families across the globe. I mean, it's really been an incredible, very emotional journey that started with just typing a name into a computer.
We'll be looking for that book, When the Cypress Whispers. And thank you so much for joining us. Of course, folks can get more information on MyHeritage.com. Thank you so much for joining us today from New York City.
Thanks so much. And for anyone who wants to do their own family tree, if you go onto MyHeritage.com, they're offering a 30% discount with the code Cypress Whispers. So I hope you discover great things. And the perfect spokeslady as well. Thank you so very much. Thank you. And we've got more after the break, so stay with us with Lowcountry Live.